Hello, my name is Tim Francis, and I'm here today to talk to you about conflict management. I'm going to start by talking about the Thomas Kilmann conflict mode instrument, and then talk a little bit about my conflict mode, and discuss a bad conflict that I was involved with a coworker at work. The Thomas Kilmann conflict mode instrument, or TKI, is an assessment of behavioral responses in conflict situations. And what it consists of is 30 pairs of responses, and what you do is you pick the best answer or response that describes you, such as I am firm in pursuing my goals, or B, I try to find a compromising solution. With that in mind, my conflict style as a retired security forces member, as you might believe, is might or right or forcing or competing type, and I did score 100% across the board on that. As a security forces member, when you're getting into conflicts, you really can't afford to back down or withdraw or show any type of compromise, or it could mean your life. But I also found that I have a secondary mode. When I don't think I can win a conflict, or I don't think I'm right in a conflict, I will try to avoid it. Leave well enough alone or withdraw from it. I scored a 78% on that. And with that said, my conflict was with a coworker. Now, this individual is a higher grade than I am. He really likes himself, and he's power hungry. He likes to try and push his ideas on people, use his experience, although that experience is in the private sector and not in the government sector. He feels that he is always right. And the conflict that happened on this particular day, he was in charge. Our manager was out of town, and he and I have had disagreements on how the programs run, how he runs his program versus how I run mine. He prefers to do things for people, and I prefer to change the culture and get people to do things for themselves. I believe that safety or security culture needs everyone's involvement. We can't have a program manager that tries to do everything, and the employees just kind of go on with their daily lives and hope that everything is safe and secure for them. Well, he sat me down, and he asked me why I get so violently mad when he says things like holding their hands or doing it for them. And I initially tried to avoid the conversation, but he said that he was acting in charge and that I was required to sit there and have a conversation with him. So at that point, I pretty much let him have it. I explained to him that he was not acting on behalf of my supervisor, but he's nothing more than a liaison with other agencies within our group. And that if he believed that me rolling my eyes or just kind of disengaging from a conversation was violent anger, then he had better not ever really make me mad, or I would probably make him cry. So needless to say, that conflict didn't go over very well. I tried to explain my background as a policeman and how I deal with things, and explain how I believe programs should be run, or at least the security programs should be run. And it was heated at times, but we got through it unscathed. With the results of that, some things that I could have done better is I could have tried harder to avoid the conflict. I could have said, you know, let's just wait until the boss gets back and the three of us will sit down and we'll discuss these issues, and then it will be resolved. I also could have sugarcoated my responses a little bit. I probably could have said that I wouldn't, not have said that I'd make him cry. What he could have done is he could curb his power hunger by staying in his lane, learning his role. He's not the manager. He has a program that he runs that is a little bit different than what I do, but it's his program that he should do his way and I should do mine. He could be more avoiding of the topic of how people do things. Not the only employee he has this problem with. He does get into these conflicts with other people as well. And my personal choice of what he could have done is he could just retire. My references here are the Thomas Kilmann conflict mode instrument. Thank you and have a nice day.